G'day, I'm Aussie Villain and I manage a professional football club. Nah, too bogan, too Chaz Hogan. Good day, sir. My name is Aussie Villain and I currently am employed at a professional... Hello? Oh, hi Chris Mckee. How can I help you, mate? You want to play more games? Alright, mate, I'll see what I can do, but I've got another call coming in. I've got to let you go. Hello? Oh, hi, Ollie Denham. Yeah, look, mate, I know you want to play more games. I'm playing you in the league instead of Rhys Williams, alright? Alright, mate, I've got to go. I've got another call coming in. Hello? Rhys Williams? Look, mate, I'm trying to keep you fresh for Europe. You can't be playing all the games in the league as well. Alright, mate, I'll try and keep you happy. I'll try and give you some more games in the league, alright? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 7 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. This is also known as Episode 30. Based on some feedback from you guys, I think it's easier to break down seasons and episodes so we know where we stand rather than just have sort of an arbitrary number that just keeps going up and up and up. So this is the episode after Episode 29, Episode 30, or from now as it will be known from now on, Season 3, Episode 7. Now, as you've just seen, we have, I should say we're playing AZ Alkmaar in Europe this episode, and before that it's Carmarthen Town in the league. Now, as you've just heard though, we have selection problems where a lot of players are coming to me now asking for games, and I'm having a real problem keeping everybody satisfied. Edwards and Denham, we already knew, wanted to play more, so that's fine. We've been doing our best to fit them in. Chris Mckee, one of our strikers, has now come to me. He wants to play more as well, which is okay because he's not doing too badly. He's starting to score a few goals, which is important. Only 2 in the league, but he has got a couple in Europe as well, so that's okay. And now Rhys Williams is coming to me. Now, my plan with him, I was trying to keep him fresh for Europe. He is our best defender. I was trying to keep him fresh from Europe and using sort of basically his spot in the team to go to Denham to keep him happy. Now Rhys Williams is upset and we are going to maybe have to make a decision over who we want to keep and who we don't. What my main concern with Denham is that his contract is up at the end of the season. What ideally I want to do is get him happy again, offer him a new contract so he's tied down. I might even just look to sell him then, but I don't want to lose him for nothing. And the clock is ticking because in December he can leave for nothing. So hopefully he'll become happy soon, and then we can kind of go from there. But yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. And the other news since last episodes, we have another injury. It's Neto that has gone down this time. It's a knee, is it? No, it's a groin strain. It is up there. 8 days to 3 weeks when he comes back. He's already been missing for about 2 weeks. So I think it was about a month or 5 weeks at the time. So he's a big loss because we don't really have anybody else that's anywhere near as natural as him playing out there on that left wing. Which means the other problem with that is it makes it difficult to play Edwards on the right wing if we don't really have anybody to play on the left wing opposite him. So the Neto injury has really, it's not just we're missing Neto, it's then trying to keep Edwards happy. And we've sort of had to throw Henry Jones back out on the left wing to try and keep things balanced. Serafino's had a game or 2 out there as well. But let's not worry about that right now. Let's go and have a look at how we've gone since last episode. 4 games to catch you up on, starting with the league fixture against Llanelli Town. We took the lead when Ben Davies launched in a goal of the season contender for his first Bala goal. Henry Jones doubled our lead before half-time. And Callum Watts smashed in his first Bala goal for our third. So there you have it, a comfortable performance with some stunning goals. What about that goal from Ben Davies? Callum Watts' goal was stunning, but it looked just sort of run-of-the-mill compared to Ben Davies' goal. 2 absolute just stunning goal of the season contenders there, I would suggest. And defensively, we were quite solid as well. Not a single shot on target from them. They're a promoted team, they're a struggling team, and we really did put them to the sword. Next up, it was a big one. It was the New Saints in the league. I think we were hosting them. Let's see how that went. You know when you have those big games on Sky, and they build it up, and build it up, and build it up, and nothing happens? This was one of those. We were really, really strangely poor in this one. The entire way through the game, the body language of every single player was more or less nervous, apprehensive. They didn't look like they wanted to be there. And this is where Neto got injured in this game as well, as you can see there. And to be honest, I was more than happy to get out of this game with a point because the players just didn't look like they wanted to be there. It was really, really... It was disappointing is what it was. But we didn't lose any points to them, so that's important. Next up, we played Cavan Druids. Muddy Moo played in Chris Mckee after 20 minutes for the opener. And Waite did the same thing for Luke Bussenbrew to secure the points before half-time. Again, I wouldn't say we were great in this game. We did get the job done. Mckee and Bussenbrew with the goals. You can see we essentially controlled the game. There was never really any chance of us, I would say, losing. We always seem to have an element of control about it. But yeah, again, we weren't really at our best in this one. The final game to catch you up on, we had a make-up game against Llanelli Town, 2 times within a couple of weeks of each other. Let's see if we could put them to the sword again. We fell behind early as our set-piece defence was exposed again. But we responded well as Dixon headed in his first Bala goal to draw us level, before Serafino ended his goal drought moments later to secure the points. So we did, in a way, put them to the sword. We should have won this game by so much more. You can see their goalkeeper was almost the best player on the field. Absolutely smashed them, but we fell behind. They did go down to 10 men as well, which made it a little bit more comfortable for us. But Dixon and Serafino, 2 names we don't see on the score sheet very often, 2 goals in as many minutes there, got the job done for us. And it was, as I said, you can see here, we absolutely dominated them. We just really, really struggled. It was one of these games where we had a lot of rotation in the squads. Gosset had a good team back to form. He was there for both the assists, you may have noticed. But yeah, just a good, solid win that should have been a lot more comfortable than it was. A lot more comfortable than the scoreline shows there. This is how the league table looks. We are 11 games in. We are still 4 points clear of the New Saints. We've really dropped off Carmarthen there. 10 points back now. It's a 2-horse race we kind of expected. Surprisingly, I think Cardiff met Uni down the relegation zone and Barrytown only just above it. They have been sort of the 2 teams that have been up there challenging for the the European spots with ourselves and the New Saints in recent times. So yeah, a little bit of surprise to see them struggling. But that kind of is what it is. You can see the European Euro Cup European Conference table there. We have 3 points from our 2 games. It could have been so much better, couldn't it, last time out? But we just didn't quite have enough in the end there to get past Spartak Moscow. But let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. We are playing, as I said, Carmarthen. They are just above the relegation zone. And this is what we're expecting. We're going to their place. We are favourites, as you would expect. They're a Denny Thomas coached team. They're a very cautious standard playing style. If we look at Denny Thomas as a coach, not the worst, to be honest. He's quite a good manager, actually. He probably should be doing a little bit better in the league than he is. He's only been there for 4 days. So no, he hasn't. He's been there for 20. Where am I looking? 3 years. He's had time. He should be doing better than he is. And also this report, we are expecting them to come out in the 4-4-2. You can see Barrytown put them to the sword last time out. Positional heat map there. Passing network and key passes as well. Let's go and have a look at the team we're sending out. Obviously, we have we have 1.5 eyes, almost 2 eyes on Europe. We're not really paying too much attention to this one. And this is the team we're sending out. It's Gray that goes in goal. It's Kelly. It's Evans. Now, we've got 2 young centre-backs. Evans, 17-year-old Irishman, and Gosney, an 18-year-old Englishman who we have signed from... Look at that, he's coming along really, really nicely. Who we signed from Cardiff Met Uni last season. Nichols goes at right back. It's Muddy Moo and Gosset in midfield. It's Forlan, who we haven't seen too much of, on loan from Middlesbrough. Good, solid right-wing option. It's Dixon and it's Henry Jones with Damien Allmark leading the line for us. Let's see what we can do here. So they are lining up in the 4-4-2, which is good. I'm going to show you Dixon, because he's another one of the youngsters that came through the academy. What do we want to say here? They go out there and prove a point. Let's give the fans a performance, I guess. We have faith in you, boys. Go out there and put Carmarthen to the sword, please. And thank you. Now, one thing I did say last episode, we were looking for affiliate clubs. We still can't find a senior affiliate. I'm hoping once we turn professional, that will. This is the youngster that we have playing number 10. Quite good. Vision of 13. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, so I'm hoping once we turn professional, we'll be able to find an affiliate club. That's not the best header. Jones knocked down to Allmark off the post. He may have been offside, but doesn't really matter now, does it? And the other thing is that we did find some other... I was looking for a sort of a junior... so we're the senior affiliate, just a regular affiliate club, I guess. The problem that I had is that they were all obviously Welsh teams. They were all semi-professional teams. I don't know... we found clubs that had better training facilities than we had. Now, obviously, once we turn professional, we're going to invest a lot of money into our facilities. I don't know if we want to have our youngsters on full-time contracts going out to semi-pro clubs, if that's going to help them develop, or if they are actually going to be better off developing as full-time players, in our academy. So if you have tried that before, sending full-time players out on loan to semi-pro clubs. Let me know how that's worked out for you. I'm just wondering, that is a decent effort, and Louis Gray had to be on his toes there to tip that over. I'm wondering if maybe that's not what we want to do. So I sort of, once we turned professional, thought better of that. So we can always go and find another. I'm going to have to look at the way we're defending corners. I made sure we did a session, maybe it was after this game, but we definitely have a scheduled session to work on defending corners. But it's that man at the back post, isn't it? Time and time again. I wonder if the game has figured out how we mark from the corners, and that's the best place to send it. Gosney plays it out there for Nichols. We really need to be doing a little bit better. I wonder if we should be looking to exploit the middle. Gosset lumps the ball forward. It's there for Henry Jones. He's picked it up. He gets into the penalty area. Henry Jones, can he finish? Yes, he can. Henry Jones, third of the season. Another assist for Denny Gosset. Is he just starting to find his feet this season? Because he was poor at the start of it. I just wonder a little bit with him if it was the case that he's just not European standard. And he got found out a little bit there, and it may have dented his confidence. But last few games here in the league, he's back to his very, very best. And Henry Jones, absolutely no chance for the goalkeeper there. He hit all of that, didn't he? And that's 1-0, and we have come straight back. Are we going to double our lead, or is it going to get all taken away from us? Here we go with Kelly. I think Kelly is now, that's a good ball for Denny Gosset. Can he add a goal to his assist? Go, Denny. Go on, son. It's straight at the keeper. It's still there. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. I think actually Newton, the youngster we have on loan, is overtaking Kelly as first choice left back. We saw against Spartak, didn't we? Kelly just wasn't quite up to it. What do we say? I think an assertive, maybe things are going well, you're capable of better. So I'm going to try the youngster on loan in Europe and just see if he's right now, I think they're both 2.5 star players. But Allmark's had an absolute nightmare. Only playing a 6-2 up there. Come on, mate. Yeah, so I'm going to try him and just see if he does any better. Because he is sort of potentially a much better player. So left back is something we need to sort out for the summer. One thing we are going to have to figure out is, now that we know we are turning professional, is what players we offer professional contracts to. We will offer to most players, but the problem, I don't know what our wage budget is going to be, and I'm assuming that they're all going to want pay rises. So that could become a small problem for us. Muddy Moo's having an absolute nightmare. We do have Owen Taylor on the bench who can play that role. I'm trying to keep Muddy Moo happy. I tell you who else is having a nightmare is Allmark. Let's get him off for Serafino. Here we go. Work to do defending the corner. Oh man, at the back post. There we go. So that's better. Gosney's woken up there. That's good. Here we go with Forlin. Can he get forward? I'm not quite sure where the striker's going. Yeah, you need to go in field there, mate. Forlin, can he beat his man? Can he get a cross in? He can't do either of them. And are we going to get hit on the break here? Come on, win that ball. Win that ball. Well done, Nichols. He goes down the line for Forlin. Second time of asking, mate. Get a cross in the box. There it is. Back post. It's Henry Jones. He scores with his feet. He scores with his head. It's 2-0, and Henry Jones has hopefully put the game to bed for us now. We do seem to make hard work of games in the league. We'll give him some praise. I don't know why it is. We should be so much better than everybody. It's got to be just a mentality thing, I think. I might have to have a bit of a think about the way that I'm doing my pre-game team talks. Was it offside? I mean, it hasn't been given. Oh, he's a mile on. Because attacking is usually the red, isn't it? So, yeah, it's not even close. Not even worth a replay for that one. They're looking disenchanted now. That's good. What I do want to do, actually, we do have young Mark James on the bench here. I want to give him a game as well. Dixon hasn't set himself on fire there in the number 10 role. There's a good ball to the back post, and Gosney gets his first ever Bala Town goal, and it's Evans with the assist. 3-0, and suddenly it's becoming a bit of a rout here. Gosset, good ball in, and good header from Evans. He rescued that from going out, and Gosney's there to tap it in with his head. Alright, let's try. We are exploiting the flanks. Let's maybe try taking that off. Let's see if that makes any difference. It's a shame, the players we've taken off really didn't show up today. Like I say, which is a shame. I do wonder sometimes, Disney, are we going to see some creative play from him, I wonder? And that is just past the post. Yeah, I do wonder maybe if we've moved past the pressing forwards. I I am looking forward to getting Allmark on a full-time contract and hopefully seeing him develop a little bit. All of our youngsters. But Allmark particularly because, he's named after a Patreon, so we want him to become a world-class talent, which is probably not going to happen, but at least someone that we can leave on the bench when we are in the Champions League final in 10 years' time. Ball over the top. Serafino's not going to chase that down. Another ball lumped forward. Evans has looked good at the back, hasn't he? He just looks like he's going to be a real solid player for us. Here we go with James. First we've seen of him in a Bala shirt with Serafino. Oh, Serafino. Questionable goalkeeping. Second goal of the season. If he can get his scoring boots back on as well, then we will have a really good team. And it's the first assist from Mark James as well. It's the first time we've seen really much of him. It may even be his debut of it. No, I think I brought him off the bench for one other game. Goalkeeping is absolutely horrible, but Serafino's there with another goal. It's a stoppage time classic, that one, isn't it? And that is 4-0, job done. On to Europe we go. Henry Jones, I think, and Gossé are probably the heroes there. Henry Jones gets man of the match, but a good solid performance. Look at Gosney and Evans at the back, both playing. We've got to say, don't get complacent. Gosney and Thingo at the back, both playing nines. Good to see the next generation of centre-backs doing the job. Bala Town meet expectations in dominant win. Mark James has injured himself. So how do you pull wrist ligaments? Well, less said about that, the better for a 19-year-old young man, I would imagine. Henry Jones, absolute star. And that's really funny. And do we want to send this guy out on loan? Who is he? How long's he wanting for? A month? Yeah, off you go, mate. Go have some fun and playing some first team football. Guys, wait right there. It's AZ Alkmaar. AZ Alkmaar. Next in Europe. Okay, welcome back. It's back to Europe. Off to Holland we go, or the Netherlands, I should say, we go. And we are back in action. We are 10-1 outsiders for this one. AZ, very, very much heavy favourites. We're in decent form, but that is not European form. That is domestic form. And let's be honest, if we have any chance of getting out of this group, either ourselves or Sheriff need to take points off one of these top two. Because if we were to lose this, having played Spartak already at home, it starts to get difficult, doesn't it? We need to try. If we can't take points off AZ, Spartak Moscow need to drop points so that we're at least within a miracle's shot of seeing if we can get out of the group. But I still think that third in the group, is possibly the best we can hope for. We don't know too much about this mob. Apparently they have no manager, they have no mentality or playing style, which is excellent. We're expecting them to come out something like this, attack down the wings perhaps. Controlled possession, that's all we really have to go on. You can see there, maybe in number 10, we don't even really know how they're going to play, so what could possibly go wrong here? This is the team we're sending out. It's the same team, pretty much in the same formation as Spartak Moscow, with one change. It's Gray in goal. We're going to stick Glennon out on the left wing. I feel like we need a better defensive player out there. So he's going to go out there and play there, which means it can be Lewis, Denham and Williams as a back three with Bakari down the right. We know he's an absolute quality for us. Vieira and Parsons continue in midfield. James Waite comes in there playing the number 10 role. Mckee and Buston Bruno, they're going to be marking their fullbacks, which means they'll sort of drop back in wide areas a little bit for us. So as I said last time, we need Waite as the out ball, so we have somebody up there to play out to. We're away from home against a good Dutch team. Let's see if we can get anywhere near as close as we did against Spartak Moscow. I'll be thrilled. I'd say this is definitely our biggest test so far. Now, they're actually come out looking quite defensive against us. Respect, boys. I like it. So there we go. What do we want to say to this? Go out there and prove a point. Come on, lads. Show everyone what you can do. We're the underdogs here. Let's go out there and cause an upset. I think go out there and cause an upset is probably show everyone what you've got. Yeah, show everyone what you got. I think I like that. Some calm, we have faith. We don't want to stress them out. But yeah, let's go cause an upset. And here we go. Now, we do typically like to play through the middle, but if they've got two men sitting in front of two men sitting in front of a back four, I'm not sure that through the middle is where we need to go. Here we go with Parsons. Ball in, headed away. Can we dare dream of another early goal from a corner? It doesn't look like we can. Instead, we might be having a nightmare here. There's a good ball forward for their striker. It's a stunning tackle from Bakari. He's the new Dani Alves. Excellent stuff. All right, come on, boys. Let's get creative here. You can see the options on the bench. Henry Jones and Ben Davies are probably the two main ones of sort of as a creative force. Allmark is there as sort of a backup striker if we need someone late on. Here we go, Rhys Mckee. He wants first team football, and if he can stick a goal in again in Holland, I'll tell you what, you'll get a lot more of it. That's okay if they're doing that. We've missed the second ball, though. We've missed the second ball, and it's off the outside of the post. Is that just a little bit of luck that we need? If they're going to hit it forward like that, though, they can do that all day. I'll back our centre-backs to win balls in the air. We've lumped it forward there. Can Bussenbrew bring it down? He can. He's done really well. He shoots from distance. Oh, what a goal from Bussenbrew! That is a stunner! A strike from the heavens from Luke Bussenbrew. 14th of the season, and that just may be the best goal I've ever seen. What a strike from a semi-professional. I think he's English, but we won't hold that against him. One touch, have some of that, looks up, and that is an absolute tracer bullet. There's no goalkeeper in the world that would save it. That taken that early from that far out, hit that hard. What a goal from Bussenbrew. We're 1-0 up in Holland, and we start dreaming again, don't we? That's a good ball out there to Bakari. He's beaten his man. Oh, he is Denny Alves. James Waite has the ball. It's a bit of a hospital pass for Parsons. He does okay. Let's not put ourselves under pressure here. Williams out to Bakari. Back to Williams. Maybe we do... Oh, that's a cracking ball for Bakari. And we're going to score a second one here if we can get a good ball in. It's there for Bussenbrew. Oh! And Bussenbrew, he's put it over the top. He hasn't even put it on target. That should have been 2-0. All right, let's concentrate here, boys. I know you're overwhelmed. This has been, yet again, we are punching above our weight in Europe. If we were a professional club, with the fitness levels of a professional club, with the ability to train and actually work on things in training like a professional club, I tell you what, we'd be every chance of getting out of this group. Oh, and there it is again, end of the half. It's the end of halves that absolutely kill us. Again, it's stoppage time. This time it's the first half, and it's 1-1. I was just saying, wasn't I, about fitness levels. It's the only thing I can think of. I did try doing an endurance training session. It was ages ago now, because we've had so many games. September and October, if you look at our schedule, we just have too many. Is it offside? It's close. No, I think 14 Denham has just played him. I think 14 is Denham. Just played him on. But again, 1-1, you would have taken that. The other game is 1-0, Spartak Moscow. We need to somehow find a way to keep these points here, don't we? Do we go assertive? We're not doing badly at all. Keep working hard and we can win this. Romario Vieira, we've seen him get sent off before, haven't we? Do we bring, I wonder, Ben Davies on to play as a deep line playmaker? The problem with that is that Ben Davies doesn't have the defense. I can't believe that strike from what's his face here, from Bussenbrew. That was absolute magical stuff. I didn't expect it. I'd love to see my facial expression when that goes in. Just out of the complete blue. Come on, boys. We've got what it takes here. We've got what it takes. We can do this. Please, can we do this? Oh, what a point it would be. Taking it in Holland as well. All right, let's get back out there. They're looking complacent. That's just what we want. We've got them where we want them, boys. The ball with the goal kick. Knocks it long. We've won it there with Mckee. Oh, is he offside? If he's not offside, we're in some trouble here. It's the same guy again. Gray's equal to it, though. Makes the save. Let's demand a little bit more from the boys. See what we can do here. Now, again, from corners, we know this is a weakness, and I forgot to put a man at the back post. But we've got it clear at the near post with Williams. Spartak is now 2-0 up, so that looks as though that's done. It is going to be up to us to keep, realistically, the group chances alive here. Another corner to defend. They go to the back post this time, and it's the same thing time and time again. Let's pause it. Is there something we can do? Defending corners. It's the back post area here, isn't it? I wonder if, instead of having something, I wonder if we just stick him at the back post. 6-yard far post. Is that too far? No, that's roughly, is it far post centre? No, it's a bit further back than that. We'll go far. We'll do that one. We've got to try something. I mean, we lose the man at the edge of the area, and that will probably cost us. We'll end up. That's where I put him last time, wasn't it? We'll end up having one thumped in because there's no one at the edge of the area going to close them down. But we've got to do something. It's 2-1. There's a man there. I mean, is he probably Bakari? Maybe he's supposed to be on the post. Maybe we take a man off the far post. Maybe that's what we need to do. Take the man off the far post and stick him sort of on the 6-yard box there, just marking space. Because we have guys marking men, but that's clearly not working for us. Here we go with Lewis. Can we get ourselves back on level terms? It's Bust and Brew. Bust and Brew. Bust and Brew. Oh, what a calmly taken goal that is. They've barely been in front for 30 seconds, and Bust and Brew has cancelled it out. Let's praise them. Go on, boys. 15th goal for Luke Bust and Brew. We're not even... Well, I didn't know what month we're in, but we can't be that far in because we're only halfway through the group stage of a European competition, so we're probably looking at October. 1 touch, 2 touch, and then in the back of the net. That was a thing of beauty. Joe Lewis with the assist on that one. And it's back to 2-2. Offside. How close was it? Oh, he's on. He's miles on. All right. Do we want to make changes? Parsons not having the best game in there. A part of me wonders, do we want to pass into space? We've seen both our goals. We've got the ball forward early. Is this going to be another Bala Town highlight? It's Lewis. He crosses the ball. It's got to be a little bit more aggressive there. We've lost out. Oh, and somebody has dove in. Who is that? Rhys Williams. I expect more from him. Oh, they've been a little bit too clever there, have they? And what a miss. That is second time of asking. Boys, come on. We need to... Okay, hang on. We've got an injury there to Glennon as well. And foolishly, I didn't put Kelly on the bench as a backup left back option. Okay, so we can play Joe Lewis over there. He's rubbish, but he can play over there. We can stick Evans in the back line. Okay, so let's do that. It's a big test for young Evans to come in and play in this sort of a game. I'm wondering, Ben Davies for Connor Parsons. Parsons hasn't really looked up to it, has he? So let's make that change as well. Double change on the 70-minute mark. We need to try and keep fresh players out there, I think. Ball in, head it away. Can we get to that? We can. Here we go with Davis. Come on, mate. Show us what you've got. Show us what Thai football is all about. Or maybe show us a little bit better than that. Come on, Davis. He's done well. He's done well. It's Boston Ball! He's got a hat-trick! And we've taken the lead, and it's 3-2. Luke Bussenbrew. And again, I said I tried to sell him in the summer. What a mistake that would have been. Well, praise them. Just praise them like we should. It's a stunning ball in, and Bussenbrew. What a finish. It's a hat-trick for the youngster. He's young. I don't even know if he's young. But it's a hat-trick for Bussenbrew. We're 3-2 up, and suddenly I start to panic. What do? I don't think we need to change anything. Let's just leave it. Don't touch anything. Everybody, cross your fingers. Come on, boys. We play out from the back. Look at this. We're a young Barcelona. Never mind Bala. We're Barca. Here we go. Vieira for Davies. Can Davies shred a ball? We go wide there for Bakari. He's had a wonderful game, hasn't he? Can he keep it going? Bakari beats his man. He's not even there. It's back post. It's headed away. Wait down for Bussenbrough. If he gets 4, we're building him a statue. Oh! What an effort from Joe Lewis. There's 15 minutes to go and we're a goal up. Good ball out there. No, it's not. It's a poor ball in the air. It's just a little bit overhit and Lewis couldn't do anything with it. We get back in. I wonder if we want... Oh, no! Gray is there. I wonder if maybe we want to... No, we're already as compact as we can be. Is there anything else? Maybe we should just slow it down in transition. That's a simple thing we can do, isn't it? Was it offside? It was offside. Okay. Oh, we're setting ourselves up for heartbreak here, aren't we? Alright, things we can change. One thing we can change, and probably should have changed already, is we shouldn't probably have wing-backs on attack anymore. I'm thinking full-backs on support. That seems like a much more sensible thing to do. We don't want to lose any width because we might struggle to keep possession if we do that. But that's all looking fine. Do we want to make another change? I don't know that we do, to be honest. We could bring Allmark on for Mckee, but what's his work rate like? His work rate's good. All right, so let's do that, and let's put him as a pressing forward. All right, let's start and close this down. We're 3 minutes away. We're 3 minutes away, and we have a goal lead. We've if we don't take at least a point from here, it will be heartbreaking, won't it? Let's go defensive. Let's go defensive. Brew, you bloody legends. He's only got to won us a game. We've won a game in Europe, in Holland, away from home. We've kind of mugged them off a little bit. They've had 18 shots to our 7, but only 4 each on target, and Brew stuck 3 of those away. That is absolutely stunning. What a result. Glennon bruises his ankle. That's okay. Young Bala Town shine against AZ Alkmaar. It's 160 grand in the bank yet again. Brew, everybody bow down to Lord Brew of Bala. What a performance. That first goal, I still think it's the best goal I've ever seen. It was absolutely stunning. And if we look at the table, we're in the places now there's actually a way we can get out of this group. If we beat Sheriff at home, which you'd imagine we would do, that's 9 points. If we can manage a single point from either Spartak away, I'll tell you what, we've got to be a chance of a point against AZ at home, don't we? We might find ourselves out of the group stage, and I would expect a night. I would expect the Queen to recognise that and to be Sir Aussie Villain after that. But there we go. What a performance. I'm so proud of them. I'm genuinely proud. That is absolutely stunning. Guys, if you have enjoyed that, and if you haven't enjoyed that, you're watching the wrong series, I'll be honest with you. Make sure you hit thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and we'll be back tomorrow. We'll come back for Afen Lido as a warm-up. Can we do a double over AZ Alkmaar? Let me know what you think in the comments. Will we get out of this group? I'm almost going to be disappointed now if we don't, and that is ridiculous. I've been Aussie Villain, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Go on!